2021 season. Nobody buying. Just having our first cup of coffee today. Been about 6 years since I've been here in this area. Camping at about 10,000, actually closer to 11,000 feet in Colorado. Take a little bit of getting used to that, so we're really just going to take it easy this morning. We do a short hunt this afternoon. We're really just going to do a gear check today. First thing this morning here, get acclimated and really just get things locked down and ready to go. The other two dogs are in the truck. We'll probably take a small hike today, do a little bit of exploring just to see what's out there. Can't get enough caffeine right now. But thought I'd share with you guys some exciting stuff as I get my gear around. What do we have here? The brand spanking new as of today, Garmin Alpha 10. Pretty excited about this little unit, and I say little unit because that's exactly why I've got it. This is their lightest and smallest tracking and training handheld that they've got. So I'm going to unbox this for you right here, show you what's in the box, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. So this is really cool. Check out inside the box here what we've got going right now. Pretty simple. Just got the unit itself, as you can see. Got the antenna. Everything's bagged up, so I'm going to go ahead and take the plastic off. Get my antenna hooked up here. Like Christmas morning. Opening day of the season, opening a brand new tracking unit. Finger's not working so hot this morning. Where's my pocket knife when I need it? So there we go. Now, the funny thing is, the other reason I've got this unit is because I'm used to using, you guys have probably seen me use it and reviewed. This is, by the way, this is all my tracking and dog training stuff. I've got it stowed in one place, so when I'm in the truck, I know exactly where everything is. My chargers, bells, collars, everything is in this one bag. So, in this bag, you'll also see I've got my Garmin InReach. This is my satellite communicator. You guys have seen me review this before. If you haven't, check that out. This is the InReach Mini. Certainly, if you look at the difference between the Alpha 10 and the Mini, it gives you a pretty decent comparison on size. So, small. We're going to go ahead and turn this baby on and see what happens. Let me show you what else is in the box. So we just got our charging, course instruction manuals. Who needs those? And got the clip for the back, like that. You're gonna have to determine where that's gonna go. So we've already got a pretty flat mounted clip here. Yeah, we'll have to check that out. I'm gonna be swapping that bad boy in. That might be the way. All right, let's turn this on and see what we've got. It's a little chilly up here this morning. Whew. Just got our power button over here on the side. Here we go, fired it up. Okay, I'm already in English, and then it just says press menu to pair the device. Okay, just like that. Now I'm going to be pairing it with my These are my TT Mini collars. And I normally would run them with the Alpha 100. Here's a good comparison for you. This is the Alpha 100 versus the new Alpha 10. So pretty good comparison there on size. We'll see if we can get the collars to pair up. Black and white screen. Got a toggle here to move around. So real simple interface, I like that. And this is one of the other reasons that I'm drawn to the Alpha 10 is just simplicity. Although the Alpha 100 certainly a good handheld device, but for what I'm using it for, somewhat overkill. I like a black and white screen. I like it small. This is actually going to have 40 hours of active runtime on it, so should last a long time. Of course, we'll put that to the test over this next week in the mountains. Let's see. So if I go to setup, alerts, transmissions, remote view, phone. Oh, okay. All right. And let's just add a device and see what happens. I'm going to add a dog. Pair collar. Let me remember how to pair collar in pairing mode. I think what you do is you turn your collar on and you hold it. Make sure the collar is powered off. Oops. Make sure the it includes the instructions. This is perfect for me. Make sure your collar is powered off. Place your handheld near the collar. Hold the power button on the collar until it beeps twice. Oh, hang on. I got it off. Okay. Try this one more time. That's 1, 2. I think it's working because it's doing this miracle beeping thing. We're going to find out. Enter name. So, although Wyatt's here with me this morning, this is Rio's collar. She's my setter. Most of you know that. So I'm just going to go ahead and enter Rio on there. And done. Select dog type. She's a pointing breed. Let's hope. She might tree something. And there we go. Just like that. The collar Rio now shows up. It shows me where she is. I've got her set on tone right now. So very minimal controls. The device is added. Shows me her space. Well, I like the simplicity of the screen. I'm just going to figure out how the tracking and training now works. I'm assuming it's the secondary button here on the side. Hey, dummy, that's exactly what it is. So, I've got her set to tone right now. So just like that, her collar's paired up. I like that. Let me go to device options. I just want to see if I change. Collar ID gives me updates. Alright. Back. Close. Oh, okay. So my left and right toggle is now what I'm using as my tone, vibrate, continuous stem, or momentary stem. So if I select vibrate, this is paired up good. I wonder what the, oh, okay, so it gives you your levels. When you select that, it gives you your levels on your continuous stem. She's at 1 right now. So just have to figure out, going back and forth, what it's like. Also, you've got to mark the truck, the time. Really cool. I'm liking the interface because it's just so simple. Nothing, a no frills interface. So what I'm going to have to figure out now is where I put it on my vest. So most of the time, what I'll do is I'll run my GPS or my satellite messenger off of the back strap on my vest. So this will generally be hooked up back here. That way it always has a good view of the sky. So that's generally where I put that. So now I'm going to have to figure out where I will put the Alpha 10. Most of the time when I'm running the 100, I put it in a pocket and I don't use it very much. Here's the thing. The reason that I'm actually in the market for the Alpha 10 and looking at the Alpha 10 is because its size and the amount of hours it has capability. So that's why I'm looking at the Alpha 10 and using it. The truth is I don't use GPS collars the way a lot of guys out there use GPS collars. The way I use my GPS collar is a backup and a communication device for the dog. So my dogs hunt always generally within visual range of me. That's the way I like to hunt with them. I don't rely on the GPS collar or the handheld unit to tell me where the dog is. 3 miles this way, go walk. I don't want the dog hunting alone. I like the cooperative effort. I want to be able to see the dog and work with the dog. So when we're out there hunting, especially in the mountains where there's not a lot of trees, although we'll be hunting in Blue Grouse country, so we'll be in tree line or right above tree line, but most of the time I'm able to see the dog. So I'm not worried about losing Rio. What I'm more concerned about with is being in communication with her. So normally what I'll do is I'll have my GPS collar set up to tone or to vibrate, and I use the tone or vibrate as a message to them to check back in with me. If I see Rio get too far, if I notice her too far, I'll just do a quick tone on the GPS collar, and that's going to be her recall. So that's how I'm using it. I'll say it's a very rare occasion where I'm actually going to hit the stem button or shock the dog while we're hunting. My view on e-stem collars, on e-collars in general, is perfectly good piece of equipment. I like them. I like the use of them and the capability. But when we're hunting isn't training. So the only time I'm normally going to use the electric on the collar on dogs running when we're hunting is when they're in danger. That's it. No other reason I'm generally using the electric. And give you an example of that. I guess a couple years back we were hunting. One of the guys we were hunting with dropped a bird on the road. And the dogs obviously are running to retrieve that bird. Well, they're used to retrieving the bird no matter where they are, and so I think that's the last time I actually shocked a dog while we were hunting, is because they were running towards a road to retrieve a downed bird, and they weren't stopping with vibrate. So that's about the last time. I think that was 2 or 3 years ago, and that's the last time I shocked my dog or gave any kind of negative stem while we're hunting. So that's the way I generally look at it. So most of the time while we're out here, my collar is going to be set up on vibrate or tone. That's the way we'll keep this one. I'll probably set this up on vibrate as the default, And then I can't wait to hit the start hunt button. First day of the season, Colorado, start hunt button's coming, and mark the truck. I think the other cool part is going to be, the thing I forgot to mention is that this Alpha 10 is part of what Garmin refers to as their ecosystem. The Garmin ecosystem, which means that it's going to pair with all of your other devices. Now, of course, you see me running the Instinct watch. It's part of that. We reviewed that. It's part of everything that we do generally in terms of workout. I don't generally use it in my dog tracking because it's not. I don't generally look at it as an active way, but I could pair it with my Instinct watch. I also am going to be able to pair it with my smartphone. I think that's going to be the key for me. And I can't wait to test that feature out. We'll show you that feature a little bit from the field, but I'm going to be able to pair this with the Garmin app and my smartphone, and then I'll just be able to have this strapped anywhere on my vest and utilize my phone to see where the dogs are. The other thing it does is it'll track other hunters in the field who have the same units, so that's going to be something really cool, and it's going to pair with my InReach. So let me see if I can do that here in real time. That's going to be interesting. So just turn my InReach on. I'm going to go back out to the main screen. So part of hunting in really remote places, the issues become keeping enough power for all these devices. I got a new message on my InReach. I really like the InReach. So I'm going to go back out. I'm going to add a device. Let's see. There's this option for contact. Enter the transmission ID for your contact you want to add. Oh no, that's for if you are adding a person. Set up. It's the first time I've turned the InReach on this morning. I'm actually pretty close to being out of cell phone service, so I'm getting messages now. So it has me remote view, transmission ID, words. So I might have to spend some time, obviously, with the Alpha 10 and its instruction manual. So, as you can tell, I'm not one of these guys that spends a whole lot of time staring at my trackers, whether that's the InReach for communication or the trackers for the dog. The truth is, I'm out here because I don't want more screen time, and that's the other reason that I'm more interested in the Alpha and how it's going to operate for me in the field. Is I don't want more screen time. I want less screen time. I don't want the devices that I'm using to become an interruption for the actual hunt. So as long as trackers and communicators are part of the bigger idea of making the hunt safer and supplementing the hunt, I'm great with that. That's what I'm interested in. I don't want them to become a distraction from the hunt, or a distraction from the dogs, or a distraction from what I'm doing normally. So that's how I'm using these. So it's going to be real interesting here. Let's see. Setup. Alerts, transmission, remote view. I don't know what remote view looks like. Remote view option allows you to track your assets on an accessory device. So that's the remote view is going to allow me to track on my Instinct. I could pair it to my Instinct now. I'm not sure I want to do that yet. I'm going to work on that. Phone. The phone option allows you to connect to the Garmin Explorer app. Yes, I know. I'm going to show that later, actually in the field. I just wanted to show you the unboxing part first. So I'm gonna bet that the InReach that the Alpha 10 works with the InReach through the Explorer app. So that I'm guessing that that's going to be where that's going to happen. But again, I have to dig into that a little bit more. Really, I just wanted to show you guys the unit itself, the size versus the Alpha 100. Big difference. The fact that it pairs real easy. I could go right now and run this without knowing anything else. I can dig into this as deep as I want and learn more about it to make it more functional for me, or I can just take it and run it right now. So it's already paired to the collar. That took all of about, what, a minute? Pretty easy. I like that. Easy's good for me. And I'm real interested in how it's going to pair with the InReach going forward. That should be interesting too. I can't wait to get this in the field. We'll have it out there on the mountain later today. Wyatt probably won't be running the collar. It's going to be Rio. Wyatt's going to probably hold down the fort. He's going to guard camp for us. But yeah, the Garmin Alpha 10, super cool. Let me see what happens. I'm just going to turn off the collar and see what happens. Collar's off. All right. So the main thing is I just had to figure out where I'm going to put it on my vest. That's the big daily accomplishment after I have about 6 cups of coffee. Get our mountain lungs in shape here. Check back later. Of course, we'll be using this on the mountain today and throughout this week, and we'll let you know how it goes. Oh, retail price $400. Power down. You dingbats gonna be ready to go? You ready to go today? Huh? You look like it. Yeah. All right. Hang on.